You are enjoying this the last Monday in June. Isn't that wild? I don't know about you, but whew, June was a whirlwind. I can tell you that. Came and happened so quickly. We've had my kids finished school very late. For those of you who live in other areas of the country, you might be like, "What? You finished in June?" Not only did we finish in June, but we finished last week. That's bananas, right? For some places in the country. Now, Rhode Island usually does go quite late, but because they did have a later start this year with everything with the pandemic, it just got even later. So, bananas. So, I'm going to be putting on some makeup. I was supposed to be doing some filming for our NBC 10 lifestyle show last week. Didn't work out. I had all these microphone and camera issues, and it took us a while to get the right pieces. So now I'm going to try it again today. So I figured, you know what? I'm doing my makeup. I'll come on in and check in and see how you've been doing yourself. Do me a favor and put hello lovely in the comments below so I can see your name, your face. Hello Ruth. Thank you so much for being here today. So I'm going to be changing my shirt. But I figured while I'm here, I'll just do my makeup and say a little hello and share with you how I'm doing my makeup today, because it's all different every single day. So I just put on some moisturizer. I'm gonna put on a little bit of SPF. Where is it? I thought I took it. If not, I will do SPF at the. There it is. There we go. Always need a little bit of protection, right? I am going to be having a new SPF product come out this summer. So stay tuned to Minute with Mary. It's one of the most requested things that I get asked. Do you have products with SPF? And I have had various products over the years. Some of them worked out pretty well, and others, just needed some tweaking. So we're having a brand new SPF product come out later this month. I'll be announcing it. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you so much for your purchase earlier last night. I'm so excited for you. Alyssa grabbed some of my skincare, which is on super duper sale. Even if you're a makeup minimalist, no matter your age, you need to be taking care of your skin. This is the one face you get, of course. So my day cream, night cream, my cleanser, and my serum that targets your issues, redness, pores, discoloration, things like that. You get to choose your boosters. It's like a choose your own adventure when it comes to skincare. All of our faces are not the same. We're not just like oily, dry, mature. There's a lot of little intricacies that happen within our skin. So at Minute with Mary, I make sure that we really find the right mixture for you. So inside my cleanser, night cream, day cream, and serum, you add 3 personalized boosters. You get to kind of be like a little potions master from my Harry Potter friends. And you add these boosters, and I have a quiz, so we find out what the right fit is for you and for your skin type to give you the results that you want. Now, my face right now, hey Jolene, she just ordered the cleanser, so excited to try it. I'm excited for you to try it too, Jolene. Is this going to be your first time? I did use my tanning drops on my face. Now I'm going to tell you something. My tanning drops are beautiful because they don't have like a crazy strong smell. They don't stain your sheets or your clothes or anything, and you can mix it into your skincare. So I mix it into my Uplift Beauty Serum, and I applied it to my face and my neck. And just to give you a reference, this is my natural skin color, and I just did it here. So what I'm going to plan on doing with my tanning drops is applying it, to this area of my body, so face, neck, and décolletage, and then I'm probably going to do it to my arms. My legs never tan unless I do like a really dark self tanner or go to a self tanning place. I wear a lot of SPF. I'm a very faint Celtic heritage kind of girl. But because I'm on camera a lot, I like to have a little bit of color to my face. But as you can see, I need to add a little bit to my hands or else it's quite ridiculous. But that's how I'm using the tanning drops. You can use it all over your body. It gives a very light, natural glow. So if you're someone who likes to look like you're a nice toasted marshmallow and you're used to like hardcore tanning products, this won't necessarily give you the coloring that you want. For those friends who do like that, the really, really dark, you add the self tanner a lot, or you go to the self tanning salon a lot. This is great for you to keep up with the maintenance because you wash your face twice a day. So if you have a body self tanner on, your arms and legs are eventually going to look darker than your face because you're washing your face and your neck twice a day, whereas your body maybe once a day, maybe, so I like it for when I'm self-tanning hardcore to keep up the routine with my face, or I like it just to add some color to my face, particularly if I know I'm recording. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Let's see. So Jolene's here. Alyssa, yes, thank you so much. Ruth said this morning, getting injection in lower back. Um, Good luck, Ruth. I hope that it's great. Jolene says she has the night cream and she loves it. Yeah, my night cream is my favorite. So when people say, listen, I just want to try one product, I first am going to suggest whichever one you're running out of. If you already have a skincare regime and you're running out of a product, replace that product with something from Minute with Mary. You know, I'm all about like saving your pennies. For those of you who don't know, I'm a frugal mom. That is not the one that I wanted. No, thank you. There we go. I'm doing a setting spray sandwich. For any of you who are dealing with humidity, pools, beaches, anything like that, and you really need your makeup to stay on your face, setting spray, then primer, then setting spray, and then you do your makeup routine. This base I have found to be like super, super great for clinging on and holding on to your makeup all day. So I would either say whatever you're running out of, start to slowly replace it with Minute with Mary products, or if you're like, I don't have any skincare routine, I need something, start with the night cream. Start with the night cream first because it's really going to give you that nourishment. At nighttime is when your skin cells really start to turn over. You're going to get the most hydration and everything then, and then we can slowly go in from there. Hi, Amy. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you are well today. So while I let that setting spray kind of sit for a moment, I am going to go in and do a little bit of concealer. Now, as I said, I used some self-tanner last night, so my face is a little bit darker than what it normally is. Janine says, hey, I don't use the oil too often, but I definitely love it in the winter. The Uplift oil, is that what you're talking about, Janine? This one? Yeah, I use it, I'll use it at night. I use it day and night in the winter, and then I'll use it at night. But as I said, I mixed it kind of like, a little bit, and then I used it to be a carrier for my tanning drops. So my tanning drops really gave me some beautiful, just really natural coloring to my face. I do need to apply it on my arms. Forgot to do that, but that's okay. So what I'm doing right now with my concealer is I'm brightening up because I have a lot of veins and discoloration on my eyelid, and I am going to be shooting a little bit of a video today for our NBC show. So I am trying to just make myself look like a little less tired, brighten up these eyes. Yes, oh, awesome, Janine. Yeah, and it's even great. I even use it, Janine, like when I have a little breakout. It's like this miracle oil. It really does everything. It's my little fountain of youth. It helps with kind of brightening. It helps if you have dry under eye areas. So if you're looking for all over hydration, it's just great to kind of add into your skincare routine. But if you just have areas of concern, or if you have like a wrinkly, crepey neck, any areas that are kind of crepey, you know what I mean? They're getting that aging. They're kind of looking a little tired. That is fantastic for it. Never thought of using the setting spray before makeup. Alyssa, it's a game changer in the summer. A game changer in the summer. So, at this point, the setting spray has dried. Now I'm going to go in with the primer. I use the mattifying primer in the summer. I can still kind of get like a dewy look because of the foundation choice that I choose, but I just find that this one fills my pores really, really well. And if you're someone who does get a little oily or sweaty, this is a great way to help combat it. Amy says, my morning skincare routine is getting there. Figuring that out. My night routine is chaotic at best. You know what, Amy? I used to have a really chaotic nighttime skincare routine. I'd be lucky if I just took like a cleansing cloth and wiped my face. But I've gotten my family into the routine that is my time. It's kind of like the Goonies. This is my time. It's our time down here. I get 10 minutes in the bathroom. I close the door. I either catch up with a friend, or I listen to a podcast, or I listen to some music, and I take my time at night. I take my time because once again, your nighttime skincare, it's going to be the most important part of your skincare of the day. So I take the time and I like use my cleansing balm to take everything off. Then I go in with the cleanser and the rose water and the serum. I take my time. And then I occasionally will do like a face mask. And it has been so good for my sanity. Not only for my skin, but for my sanity. Because I'm just able to like breathe and kind of decompress. And as I said, I took a while to train my family that like, nope, if my bathroom door is closed and it's nighttime, you cannot come in. And they know it. And Blake knows that that's when he has to like, keep the kids away from my bathroom. because I don't know about any of you, but as a mom with 2 little kids, generally my kids think closed bathroom door means nothing. They can still barge on in and bother me no matter what's going on. And they're so young that like I don't feel comfortable locking the door. You know, there were many years of my life when they were little, and I just like would keep the door open. Truth, I'm leaving some truth bombs right here. But you know, they're so little that like I was just afraid what would happen. So, or they would just keep me company in there all the time. But yeah, now this is the routine that we have. So I'm just taking this concealer. Once again, I talked about it yesterday, but if you're trying to cover up things that you're self-conscious about, acne scars, age spots, acne, dark under eye circles, feel free to put that on before you put your foundation. The concealer will be less strong, less visible, but those things will be covered up. If you're trying to highlight, you're going to want a lighter color of concealer. So if I was highlighting, sorry, I'm just making a mess, but see how this is much lighter? If I was trying to highlight and brighten, I would be using a lighter color after my foundation. Haven't tried the setting spray yet, only translucent powder. Totally cool, and that will give you a nice matte finish too. The translucent powder I found to be great with masks. Janine says I did a Pride Rainbow eyeshadow look for one of my friends this weekend, which I need to show you. But I did a setting spray sandwich on her and taught her a bunch of makeup tricks. Yay, Janine! Yes! Please share it in my VIP group, Janine. I would love, love, love to see the look that you did. Yeah, there's been some amazing Pride not only eyeshadow looks, but I've seen people do it like even on their whole face and stuff. So yay, it's true therapeutic system. It is. It really is. Having that time for you in the bathroom and just like breathing and knowing that what you're doing is taking care of yourself. It's like drinking water when you know, oh, I'm drinking this to help me, or going for a walk, or going for a massage, or calling a friend. Like when you're cognizant of the fact that like I'm doing something good for me, not just that it's a habit and whatever. Like, oh, I need to wash my face so I don't break out, but like I'm washing my face to take care of myself. I'm washing my face, and I'm gonna make this a really nice experience. Hi, little love. You want to put on a little makeup? You want to put on a little makeup?
Yeah.
Can you say hello to our friends?
Hello.
What's been going on with you? You want to tell everybody what's been happening with you? So I'm letting that primer sit for a little bit. You want to let everybody know how you've been feeling?
You could tell them because I forget.
You forget how you've been feeling?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there was a little runny nose. Somebody has had a little summertime cold, right? It hasn't been good. So I'm taking my liquid eyeshadow. This is in my limited edition shade called Decisive. And I'm just going to make a little 7 right there. Little 7. Do you see the 7 on my eyelid? Yeah, and a fluffy brush. And I just do little circles. So if you're trying to keep your eyeshadow color pretty concentrated, do circles. If you're trying to diffuse it, you do a windshield wiper. Okay, if you're going to be a goober, you can't be here, okay?
Okay.
You can go be in your mirror. That's being a goober. Hey, I don't want you to hit over my stuff.
I'm not.
Can you tell everybody how clean my room is? Near your feet? How clean is Mommy's room? How clean is Mommy's room? Yes. So if you move around too much, you're going to knock things over. Right? Say hi to Miss Tammy. She said hi.
Hi.
Amy says, that is awesome. We had a family meeting maybe a week ago about leaving me alone when I'm in the bathroom. Whatever my husband and teen daughters need can wait till after I'm done peeing. Exactly, Amy. And like that's the other thing. Like your husband and your teenage daughters, they're older. They're not like this one who, should get the memo but doesn't always. But this is still a good time, right? You know to leave me alone in the bathroom when I'm washing my face? Yeah, you do. All right, you know what I need you to do? I need you to go downstairs and brush your hair. All right?
No.
Felicity, you need to listen. And then I'll let you come back up, okay? Go brush your hair, please. It's a little messy. Daddy will help take out your braid. She has really long hair right now, but her hair is naturally wavy. So when she sleeps, we have to braid it, or else she wakes up looking like Princess Anna on Coronation Day. Any Disney fans, you know what I'm talking about. Like Hot Mess Express. And then it's full of tangles. So once again, I did a really rough 7. This is when people talk about the outer V. It means from your lash line up to about, your crease. I have slightly hooded eyes, so I actually bring it above my crease. And then I just kind of do little circles to keep it really concentrated in that outer corner. And then back and forth for that windshield wiper. Little Lass is quite the hula hoop. I know, Jolene, right? I am not. What's so funny is that hula hoop in that video I purchased from the dollar store a couple weeks ago for me because someone had said like, oh, one of the best ab workouts that I do at home is just hula hoop. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. So I bought the hula hoop for me. I'm terrible at it. And then she picked it up and was like, I got this. And she does. I didn't teach it to her. I think they taught it at gym. So this, see how if you can take this really dark mauve shade, which might scare some people if you're not used to playing with color, and blending it out makes a huge difference if you want to just have like a light bit. The more concentrated you make it, the darker it's going to be. The different sizes brushes that you use is going to make a difference. So I'm going to now take a crease brush, just a little tiny brush, to keep that color concentrated. Tammy on YouTube says that she wakes up looking like Princess Anna every day. That's my little lady. That is my little lady. All right. So back and forth, back and forth. Do 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 do. Okay. There we are. So this is making it a bit more concentrated. So when you're trying to have it be a bit darker, you want to have it be a little bit smaller of a real estate. So I kind of went like bigger with the lighter bits of the color and the more blended. But as you get closer to the eyelid and closer to that kind of inner V area, you just make it smaller. And it's all about the blending. If you have ever tried eyeshadows, whether you've watched my video or a video on YouTube, and you use the same colors in the products, but it doesn't look right, the key is probably going to be blending with a brush like this. And then what I'm going to do is take a lighter shade. This is the shade Glassy, and I'm going to do the inner half of that eyelid. So I put that setting spray on my face and then the primer, and I let the primer sit at least 3 minutes. If primer does not have the time to sit on your face, it is not going to do its job. Its job is to fill those fine lines and fill those pores. And if you just put the primer on and then put your foundation on right away, it just ends up mixing with your foundation and it really won't do its job. The cool thing with these liquid eyeshadows is you can use your fingers as I am right now. Ta-da! So just added a little bit of lightness. Once again, you see what this color is when it's really concentrated, and if you were just to like paint it on and not really blend it too much, but you can just use your fingers or a brush and kind of, switch it a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go in with some BB cream. This is my favorite foundation of all time, but particularly in the summer. It is a lightly tinted, it is buildable, so you can make it light to more medium coverage. When I want it to be a bit more medium coverage, I take, oh, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be this shade right now because I used my self-tanner. I may need a little bit of the darker shade. This actually is the perfect timing if you are still wearing your same foundation from, like March or April. You probably need your new shade. A lot of people, when it comes to like April and May, they think like, oh, it's summertime and I need a new foundation. If you live in the southern area of the country, you may. But for me, I don't start to become my summer shade until about now. I actually think the palest I ever am is April, because if you think about it, I stopped really seeing the sunlight mid-October or early November. You stop going out necessarily as much just because it starts to get cold. So a lot of people think like, oh, I become my winter shade in December. But really, for a lot of people, they were still outside a lot during that time, in the months beforehand. But come March or April, that's when they've been the least amount outside. And that's when they're actually the palest. So I am my palest March and April. And by July, I start to have my summer color. But that being said, if you've been putting on your foundation that you were still wearing like in March, and it's not necessarily looking right, there's a couple of tricks you can do. First and foremost, we can get you a new summer foundation shade, or you can warm things up. Warm it up with a little bit of bronzer. What I like to do is I like to have my summer shade and then my winter shade, and then come right now, when it's the transition time, I just mix a little bit of the two. Janine says, I added the image to your VIP group. Thank you so much. Thanks, Janine. Really, really appreciate it. All right, so this is the BB cream. It gives me that nice dewy coverage. Dewy means youthful. It's really, really simple. You can still see some of my freckles shining through. I did my concealer beforehand, so it's not necessarily like highlighted and showing hardcore. And then what I like to do is I like to set this a little bit with some prime and set powder or some kind of a translucent setting powder. The reason I do this is that my bronzer and blush that I like are powdery. And you do not necessarily want to put a straight powder product on something that's super creamy without adding a little bit of a translucent or pressed powder barrier to kind of let it set a little bit. Hi, little lass.
Hi.
Your hair looks so nice. Did Daddy help you with that?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't he the best?
Yeah.
He is the best. What kind of a... Wait, I did not mean to put that on my eyelid. Here I was. I put all that nice pretty eyeshadow, and Mommy just took all this powder on her eyelid. I went like this. Boop, boop, boop.
Me.
Uh-oh, I messed up your hair. You want to fix that? You feeling better?
Kinda.
Yeah, you still sound a little stuffy. Oh, yeah. Why don't you go downstairs to the bathroom and go blow your nose again, okay? Sniffle
No,
up, I guess?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. You may need to. All right, so that face is set. I can go in for a quick little bronzing. Dun, 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 dun. Where's the one that I want? You're the one that I want. You don't even know what that is yet. You haven't even seen Grease. It's so funny because there's movies that like I grew up watching when I was a lot younger. That I was like a parent nowadays. It's like, oh, I don't think I'd be showing you that right away because there are some mature storylines in that. Please don't do that. We were watching, what movie did we watch the other day? With Monkey Trouble, right? It was in the 90s, and the lead was this little girl who was the little girl in Hocus Pocus.
Mama,
And the
can we tell
storyline...
them what happened with Monkey Trouble?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling them. No,
Mama.
I don't know what it is that you're talking about. Oh, maybe. So the lead is the little girl from Hocus Pocus, and she finds this monkey that's like actually a pickpocketer.
And then I got this cold.
And then she thinks she got the cold from the movie. The monkey is the monkey from Outbreak and the monkey from Friends. So
It
obviously,
really scared me.
it does. No, it didn't totally scare you.
Yes, it did.
Okay. So anyway, this girl finds the monkey, and they go on all these adventures together. And it wasn't a good movie. It wasn't stellar, but it was like your typical 90s movie. And at one point at the end of the movie, the monkey has one of those, right? And he's like shooting it off in the air and scaring people in the park and aiming it at the bad guy. And I looked at Blake and I was like, wow, this would not be allowed in 2021. This would not be allowed in a kid's movie.
Mom.
Oh my goodness gracious. Alyssa says, do you always do your eye makeup before foundation?
LOL, she's so cute.
That means you. I do my eye makeup before my foundation for a couple of reasons, Alyssa. So I do it while my primer is setting. Once again, like you want to let that primer set 3 to 5 minutes so you can either put the primer on, go brush your teeth, go do your hair, go get changed. I do it because I'm already sitting down with my makeup all in front of me, so I figure I'll do my eyes beforehand, let that primer sit. The other thing about it is that if you're working on like dark eyeshadows that may have a little bit of fallout, this way you won't have a mess on your face. So if you're using, once again, traditional powder eyeshadows, and you were like playing around and black or brown or whatever got on your cheek where it was just caught, you don't necessarily have a big mess to clean up. I do the under portion of my eyes after I've done the rest of my face though, like what I'm doing right now. Alyssa says, so you use your concealer before the primer. I either use a hydrating primer on my eyes. I don't use the mattifying primer on my eyes. I just find that it's a little too sticky for me. So I don't really use primer under my eyes this time of year. In the winter, I'll use a hydrating primer there, if that makes sense. So I'll do setting spray, primer, and then I do the concealer around my eyes, and then I'm letting the rest of that primer sit. No, You're not listening. Hey, please go downstairs to Daddy because Mommy needs to hurry up and finish up. Okay, I love you. But Mommy needs to finish up. Okay, babe?
Okay, Mommy.
Thank you so much, sweet girl.
Bye, Papa.
Bye. So hopefully that makes sense, Alyssa. It all comes down to playing with what works for your face. So try the primer underneath your eyes and on your eyes and see if you like that. For me, with my composition right now, this time of year, I'm not necessarily putting primer there. I'm finding that it sits better for me with my skin right now, just having more like that setting spray as the base, and then I finish things up with some setting spray. Jenny says, what a good reader. She is a good reader. She is well above grade level, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was funny, you know how we live in a day and age where it's like everyone gets an award? So at the end of the school year in kindergarten, they awarded everybody, you know, like, you're this, you're that. She had the You're Going to Be a Future Actress award. And I was like, yep, that's my girl that is not shy in front of the camera. Very expressive. Right? Did you win the Best Going to Be an Actress award?
Yeah.
And what makes it even funnier is that in preschool, the preschool teacher, when we were graduating preschool, she said,
Don't
just
talk
so you
about
know.
my preschool.
What do you mean?
Because one boy did not listen.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't you. Her preschool teacher said, just so you know, like, she's going to be on SNL one
And
day.
she got me new bubbles.
Hey, shh. I asked you to leave, okay? I need you to listen. Yeah, she said she's going to be on SNL one day. That girl is like an absolute ham. So one place told us she's going to be on SNL. One place told us she's going to be an actress. We were like, all right.
On May 30th, I'm going to be 7.
Yes, you will. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. I'm going to finish the rest of this stuff off camera because I know that I'm going to be interrupted a lot and I need to change my shirt. I hope that you all have an amazing day. Thank you ever so much for watching this Minute with Mary. I am going to take my setting spray just so you can see. You do not have to do it right now. You can do it after you do your mascara, after you do your lipstick if you'd like. I spray that much. Like, my face looks sopping wet. It's kind of ridiculous. You could take a fan, you can take a postcard from a loved one, or you can just let time do its job. The cool thing with setting spray is it's going to finish the way that your makeup was before. So if your makeup was matte, don't worry, it's still going to look matte. No, Felicity, no, I've already told you no. If your makeup was dewy, it's going to stay dewy. Now, here's a cool trick for those of you who have textured skin. You know, like bumps, scarring, large pores. While it is still wet, take a damp blending bud, spray it with a little more setting spray, and lightly just pounce it. This is going to really push that makeup into your skin and make it flawless. So if you do have textured skin and you find that sometimes adding a little bit of foundation makes it look more textured, try it that way and it's going to be a game changer. It's also great for those of you who have a lot of fine lines, you know, maybe some crow's feet, to kind of do that at the end, just to take that damp blending bud with some setting spray and just lightly pounce it. It really helps blend it in. Thank you, Jolene. So much love. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.